Tall for Her Age, chapter 28. Same day, Wednesday, April 24th. The thing to do is come clean. Talk to my mom, talk to my dad, tell them, they'll understand. It was an accident, 3 minutes, 5 at the most. It wasn't. My mom said to treat Nat like a regular sister. Well, I certainly would have a regular sister for 5 minutes. I certainly would leave a regular sister for 5 minutes. My mom can't be mad. Together we'll work out the right thing to do so this will never happen again. I can hear my mom's footsteps on the landing. She's bursting in the door. Look, Moose. She waves a newspaper in there. She slaps it on the table. See? Did I tell you what a wonderful program they have? It's world famous. Look, it says it right here. New hope for kids with mental deficiencies, the headlines read. There is a picture of Mr. Purdy standing in front of the Esther P. Marinoff and a small close-up of a boy. Tom, age 10, was mute when he came to Esther P. Marinoff, but now he speaks in simple sentences and reads at a 3rd grade level. The caption reads, the article is filled with quotes from experts. The program is quite extraordinary. It's modeled after a school in Switzerland run by the behaviorist Emily Binder. I skimmed down to see what Mr. Purdy has to say. Entrance in the school is highly selective. We have a small number of spaces for kids who are truly ready for this kind of opportunity we offer. Children start at the Esther P. Marinoff when they are 7 to 10 to 12 years of age. Typically graduate at 18, Mr. Purdy says. Remember they said, are you sure that she's 10? Remember that? How old does Mr. Purdy think Natalie is? Does he really believe she's 10? My mom has taken off her green hat and her green coat and has begun to make supper. Every minute or so she comes back to the table to read part of the article again, as if the newsprint is warm and my mother's hands are very cold. Natalie is on the living room floor reading my math book like it's the newspaper. Mom, I need to talk to you, I say. Okay, honey, she smiles. I can't wait to tell your dad about this. And do you know what else? My mom claps her hands. Miss Kelly says Natalie is really improving. She's going to write her a flying color recommendation. And that's what she said. Flying colors. My mom hugs me. She's so happy. She would hug the salt shaker if it was only a little taller. Your sister is going to be okay. She's going to be fine. But Mom, I say, it says no kids are accepted after the age of 12. My mother freezes. She's so still, it looks like she stopped breathing. Natalie is 10, Moose. You know that. Her voice has a catch in it. You can't be 10 for 5 years in a row now, I whisper. Moose, my mother cries. Her eyes are like teeth tearing at me. So Natalie is 15. I remember that funny look Mr. Purdy had on his face when he asked if Natalie was 10. All I see in my head is Natalie holding hands with a grown man. I can't stand this anymore, Mom, I say. She's tall for her age. What's got into you? I look down at the article. I need to talk to you. Fine, we'll talk tonight. Your dad will be home any minute. Didn't I already say that? She slams down a square pan. It makes a tinny sound against the counter. Now I wish I hadn't said anything at all to my mom. I should have just talked to my dad about this. When my father walks in the door, my mother rushes to meet him. Cam, look, she hands New Hope for Kids with Mental Deficiencies to my father. This is a red letter day, my father agrees. He takes my mom in his arms and does a little jig in the kitchen. I can't stand to watch this. I head for my room. Hey, Moose, my father says later that night when Natalie is in bed. Mom says you want to talk to us. Yeah, I say, my heart beating loud and guilty in my chest. I close my book, wishing they had forgotten. I don't think it's safe for Nat to follow me around, I say. My mother stares at me like she can't believe what I've just said. But Moose, she's doing so well. Carrie Kelly thinks we shouldn't change one thing because she's being out with you kids and working one-on-one with her in the best possible. Something happened. I feel nothing when I say this, like my mouth is talking by itself. They wait. What happened, my dad asks. He touches my arm gently. My mind is scrambling. How can I tell them without really telling them? I don't think it's safe for her on this island. She doesn't understand stuff. It's dangerous. What happened? My father asks again. A Khan noticed her today, I say. My words feel like they are weighted down by stones. My father sighs and sticks a toothpick in his mouth. Well, I can't say I'm surprised, Moose, but I understand how upsetting that would be. My mother glares at him. A Khan whistled at her? Is that it? She's a pretty little girl, your sister. I wish I had a penny for every time some guy whistled at me. Let's not lose sight of what's important here. Honey, wait. My father takes her arm again. No, you wait. Natalie is getting bigger. Do you know what she said yesterday? She said, you made me sad. Do you think I like making her sad? I don't. But she's never said anything like that before. What is 5,531 times 59,032? Does May 16 fall on a Wednesday in 1914? That is this, she said. But never you, not mommy, you, a pronoun. I've been trying to get Natalie to use pronouns her whole life. And feelings. She said something she felt. Natalie is communicating with us. This is so important. There's no way she'll be turned down at Esther P. Marinoff now. It's dangerous, Mom. Dangerous? Nothing on this island is half as dangerous as having her locked in her own world. Not 1/2, not 1/4, not 1/10 as dangerous as that. So I am not, do you two hear me, not going to change one single thing about Natalie's day. Things are going too well, and Moose, I won't have you sulking inside with her all afternoon. This smarts, means it hurts. I can't believe she said this. I've been taking her with me everywhere. I haven't been sulking. No, of course not. My father handcuffs my neck. You've been a major reason why Natalie is doing so well, and your mother and I understand that. My mother glares at my father. She's really angry now, but I am too. No matter how hard I work, it's never enough. She walks out of the room, then backs in. The entrance interviews for Esther P. Marinoff are only 4 weeks away. We're so close, I don't want anything to go wrong, her voice cracks. Calm down, honey. Nothing's going to go wrong, my father says. It's not. Moose, he turns to me. Thanks for bringing this to our attention, but I need to talk to your mom for a minute alone. Poor Mom has no idea what's really going on.